YouTube comments can be some of the most interesting things to read. It's a ground in which things occur like debates, inside jokes, trends, discussion, conversation, spam, self-promotion, and whatever else is down there. The one I'm going to be focusing on today are the trends, more specifically, first. While I'm not sure how many people that watch YouTube use the comments, I am sure that almost everyone knows about this comment in particular. It is, after all, a very common thing to see, even times more than once on a single video. So because I feel like explaining it, YouTube takes count of each individual comment, leading the first person to comment to be labeled as the first comment, and the one to be shown when you scroll all the way down on newest. But what people don't always know is that they aren't actually always first. Just because you don't see any comments doesn't mean you are the first one to do so. Oftentimes you simply have to refresh the page. But what's more interesting to me than the comment itself is the people's reaction to it, especially when they are unaware that they weren't actually first. Oddly, this really upsets some people. My guess is it's because they are either jealous or they don't see their comment as the first one, and just assume them to be lying. If you have the comments set as top comments, it's not going to show them in order. It's funny because it has practically become a meme at this point, because everyone knows about it. Is it funny? Well, no. First isn't the only comment that gets this treatment though. There are plenty of other comments that become trends to use, prompting even more hate, which is generally to be expected with these repeated kind of comments. But what's my opinion on the whole thing? Well, it's simple. It's pointless. Honestly, there isn't any real reason to say first, and if you can think of one, I'd like to know. That brings up the question though, why comment something if it's pointless? Well, I'm not sure why people do it. I only ever comment when I feel as though I've been given a reason to do so. Another thing is it's just overdone. I'm sick of it for the same reason everyone else is. When everyone has seen it, nobody cares about it. The unoriginality of it really gets me wondering why some people even bother. But even with these negatives, the main thing I can say is, there's nothing to hate on. Honestly, if a single comment bothers you that much, you have problems. I don't understand a lot of the hate for a lot of different things. I'd love to hear someone explain to me how a single word on your screen made of a few pixels has offended them so dearly. Thankfully, we don't live in a world where the majority of people act in this manner. So I'll put it this way. Don't be so triggered. While I've answered what it is, what people think about it, and even what I think about it, I haven't answered why people even do it in the first place. So here's what I believe to be the reasoning behind it. Let's start by pointing out the relevance of being first. It's a position, a unique number of stature and meaning. It's the thought that you are first, and no one else is. It's the comment to start all comments. It's the comment that doesn't have another comment prior. It's one of a kind, and having that position, to some people at least, is something special. More so when on a popular YouTuber's video than a smaller channel. The bigger the channel, the harder it is to be first, making the relevance of the comment even greater. It really goes down to people just wanting to be the best. If they can claim their spot in first, they have an advantage over everyone else. Well, a mental advantage to simply point out the fact that you were, well, first. It's simple human competition, but the competition only matters if you care about it. Considering the fact that I have no interest in being first, the idea doesn't correlate with me. What confuses me is just what people are thinking when they write it. And ever more confusing, it's something that I myself did at one point. Well, I guess it's the simple fact of competition, and wanting to be the best. I guess it's just a simple answer for a simple video. But if that's the case, how does it fit in as a comment trend? Well, think about it this way. If there is any sort of comment trend, it's done under the hope of attention. If you take a joke from someone else, or say something that may be a common thing to say in the comments, isn't the main reason to do so for attention? I can't imagine any other possible reason, because normally when writing anything there is a goal in mind, but that wouldn't make sense if it's simply a trendy meme. So to total it up, everything that's ever said in the comments are for these reasons. 1. To communicate or tell the creator of the video something. 2. To get the attention of other commenters. And 3. For their own amusement of writing or discussing a topic. Overall, comments are weird. Different people writing different things for different reasons. So feel free to write whatever you feel like down there. And maybe something will come out of this video other than the repetition of previously known knowledge.